In today's video, I'm going to talk about Laravel Horizon. I heard about this at work the other day and I thought I'd like to give it a try in one of my personal projects. So instead of learning how to use it and then showing you how to do it, I thought why not have a go at setting it up the first time while I record myself. The reason that I'm doing this is just because if I have any problems when I'm setting this up, hopefully it will help you to be able to fix any problems that you have if you have the same problem. All I'm going to do is set up a blank Laravel application just to test Horizon on, and then I'm going to try and create just a few jobs and see how it handles them. I'm literally just winging this as I do it. Let me know in the comments if you prefer this type of video or whether you like the ones where it's a bit more scripted, where I've tried to set it up beforehand. Also, before I start, I'd like to just say thank you for 300 subscribers. When I first set up this channel, I was not getting many subscribers at all, so I know to a lot of YouTubers 300 is not a lot, but it means a lot to me. So if you find this video helpful, make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell. So all I've done so far, as you can see, it's just downloading the virtual box for this project. So all I've done is gone to installation on the Laravel documentation, and then if I find the easiest way to do a blank Laravel application is just to use this via Composer. So I've just named mine Laravel-Horizon instead of blog. So if I've cloned that and then I've gone into that folder, and then I've gone to Homestead, and then I find it easiest to do the per project installation. And then you literally just copy these. All I did was copy that command, paste, copy that command, paste, and then do vagrant up. And it sets up a virtual machine with Redis installed. And I just had a quick look at this now as I start this video, and it says that you need Redis. So here it says that you need Redis, and you need to set your Redis in your queue in your .env file. So looks like it's just finishing off now. So I do have a full video on how to set up Laravel from scratch, which I'll put a link in the description if you're new. But I'm guessing that most of you that are watching this video are pretty clued up on Laravel already and want to start using queues. In my personal project that I want to use this on, I like the look of this admin page. Instead of me, at the minute I use the database driver for my personal project, and I like the idea of being able to just log into this dashboard anywhere, even if I'm not. I can do it from my phone or anywhere, so I can just see what the queue's looking like and if I need to do anything to maintain it. Right, so it looks like that's done. Let's see if it works. Yeah, so that's working now. So let's have a look at the Horizon documentation and see what we need to do. So the first one is install it by Composer. So I'm just going to paste that command in. And then it looks like it's an artisan command. I'm not sure whether you need to run this in the box or you can just do it from the command line, but I'll give it a try first. Hit a problem already. I wonder if I do this from within the box whether it'll work. Because if I do vagrant SSH and cd code to go into the project folder. I'm just going to try this again. It could be that my local machine has not got, I think it's got quite an old version of PHP. So I'm guessing that this virtual machine that Laravel comes with has got an up-to-date version. That's if it works. It's looking more promising than before. Right, so that looks like that's worked. So let's move on to this next one. So yeah, if you do get that error that I got, just vagrant SSH and then CD code, and then you'll be inside your virtual box. And it should work for you if you do that because you'll have the same environment as me. So then if we paste that next command, which is the artisan command to install Horizon. So that looks like it's worked. And then this is just a generic artisan command that I've used before. So this just generates a failed table for any jobs that fail. Whilst you're running your queue, if you have any exceptions or anything like that, it'll just get put in the failed queue. So let's run that. And then just php artisan migrate just to run that migration that it's generated. Come on. So let's run that migration. I'm not sure if we need to do this now or not. I don't think so because it's saying upgrading. So I'm going to not run this at the minute and see if it complains. And if it does, then I'll come back. So let's see, have we got this config file? Yeah. Yes, I'll leave this null because I want it to be on the same domain. I'm only going to run this locally for now. I might do another video in the future putting it into production if people would be interested in that. So this must be the path to actually access the queue. And this was one of the things that I was wondering when I first looked at it, whether I'm guessing that you can stop anyone just accessing /horizon and seeing your queue. So I'm pretty sure there'll be a way to put it behind your authentication middleware. Hopefully, anyway. So I think that'll just all be set to defaults. I wonder what happens if I go to Horizon. So we get the dashboard. I just realised I never changed my queue to Redis, so I'm just going to do that now. So if you go to your .env file and then find queue connection, and then I'm just going to change that to Redis and save. So it's still, I think it's because there's not a queue worker running. So if we look at the Laravel docs, just let me check that it doesn't. Oh yes, it says there that you can put it behind authorization. Oh, so you don't even have to go to the queue section to run it. You can. Looks like you just do PHP Artisan Horizon and it will just run the queue. So let's see. That's pretty cool. I can't believe it's that easy, to be honest. So I was expecting that to take a lot longer than it did. So what I'm going to try and do now is just create some test jobs that I can run and see what happens. I'm pretty sure it does. If you have different queues, it can switch between different queues or workers. So let's just have a look at what options we get in this config. There's quite a few different options that you can do, and different environments for production and local as well, which is quite nice. So let's just create a simple. I'm just going to create an artisan command which generates loads of jobs. Let's just see what happens. So let's go to queues. So let's just create a job. I'm just going to come out of this box for this. So I'm just going to go into a new tab which brings you out of that virtual machine. So this is back on my machine. So I'm just going to call it Horizon test job. I'm just trying to think of something that I can put in it that is quite intensive, just to see how it handles it. But we'll figure that out when we get to it. And then let's do. So I'm just going to make a command, and then inside that command I'm going to run a loop to just do as many queues as I can in a short amount of time. So let's set this up now. So if we go into console commands, and I'm not sure if you've seen these before, but it just lets you run a command from the command line. So hopefully that won't conflict with a normal Laravel command. I don't think it does. So usually you make and then queue, I think. I'll just leave that as it is for now. So if I do PHP Artisan and then this, it should spit out this text, hopefully. I'm going to do this inside the box as well. Oops. Yeah, so I've got that I've got that info message there. So what we need to do next is generate some jobs. So for now, I'll just do one for now. So if I let's have a look at the dispatching jobs. So this is what we need to do. So we need to add the use at the top. So if we go, then just see what we called our job. Horizon test job. And then that should still work hopefully now. Yeah, but it's not. The job is not actually doing anything. So at least there, it's saying that we've got a job in the past hour, which is that one I just ran. I'm not sure why it's saying. Oh, I think I cancelled the queue worker. Yeah, so you've got to keep that open. So what I might do is go into the box on this one as well. Right, so then if I do, oops, so it's still saying 1 or 2. Yeah, it must not update until you click this. So let's just do a loop and see if we can generate a few thousand jobs. So hopefully this should run through 1,000 of these, dispatching this Horizon test job each time. What I might do is just put a sleep in there, in that job, just to make it seem like it's taking a long time. So what I might do is I might do sleep and then a random number between 1 and 10. So it could either be a 1-second job or a 10-second job. So let's see what that does. So it tells you which jobs are being run. Alright, this is pretty cool. It tells you how long each job took. This will be quite handy for me in my personal project because I've got a job that goes and grabs screenshots and things like that. And it'd be nice to see how long it's actually taking on each one. Because when you're trying to monitor it in the database from a queue table, it's pretty hard to see how long they took because they just get deleted straight away. And then obviously no failed jobs. So I'm pretty shocked that it just did it that. Oh, so it's still running these. Look, it's. So I'm guessing that means it's doing 93 per minute, and we've got 1,000. Let's change that to 20 seconds, and then we'll do 50,000. Let's dispatch 50,000 jobs and see what it does. It's not crashed yet. Oh, so this I wonder if this here is the amount of jobs that are still waiting to be processed then. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I like this. Especially, I can't believe that a tool like this is free. So it's doing 1,000 jobs per minute. I suppose this number will change because I've put that this random number in there. So it's if it gets to one that's 20 seconds, it's going to take a lot longer than the 1 second one. It's finished putting those 50,000 into the queue. So oh yeah, so this is going down now as I refresh. Yeah, so it's just working through the jobs. Right, I'm pretty shocked at how easy that was to set up. Let's have a look at how we can put this Horizon behind the authentication middleware, just so that we don't want just randomers being able to go on our website and just look at this queue and like see exactly what classes are being run and things like that. It's not very secure. Let's just have a quick. So what we want to do is make it so that you have to be logged in for this. And ideally in a production you'd want to be an admin as well. So let's have a look. Ah, so by default you will only be able to access this in a local environment. That's quite good that they automatically hide it on production so you don't accidentally show this to people that you don't want to see it. So let's have a look in this. Providers, Horizon Service Provider. So it looks like you can do notifications too. So if anything goes wrong with your queue, so you can put your user your email in there, so you don't even have to do the admin check. You can literally just hard code your email in there. Right, let's. I was just thinking I've not actually set up a login yet for this, so let's do. So what that does is it makes this PHP artisan make auth just makes like your generic login registration and all that kind of thing. So if we go back to this, we should now have this login and register. So just make a test account. And to start with, I might just put a different email in here. So So instead of putting the one I've just signed up with, I want to try and see if it stops me getting onto it by not having the same email. So it's not stopping me yet. There must be another config that you have to do. Maybe it's because it's always available in local. Let's try and put this as, let's change our environment to production and see if that does it. Yeah, so that's worked. You'd think it'd say that in the documentation, wouldn't you? So if I change that to the same email that I'm logged in as, let's see. Yeah, it works. So it's quite an easy way of making sure that no one else can see it, but it's not very well documented in the documentation. I think I'm going to leave it there. I think that covers how to get it running. I'm going to go away and put this on my personal project because I really like how it works. And I'm pretty sure that the Redis queue will be faster than using the database queue that I'm using now. So yeah, let me know how you're getting on in the comments. If you need any help, just fire a comment across and I'll try and answer every comment. Make sure you're subscribed. I was thinking about doing some videos on some other PHP frameworks because I literally only use Laravel and I'd like to learn some others. So I could do a video similar to this where I look at one from scratch without any prior knowledge to it, and you can laugh at me trying to get it running. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.